Oh my god, guys, oh my god. Another excellent video coming to you from your boy Big T. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I just come up with these really good ideas. I've done it over the history of my channel, and this is another great idea. One of my, actually not one of my, but my most popular video on this channel is one of my ideas that I had for the Wii U that I thought, oh, this makes a lot of sense. And why didn't Nintendo do this? So before I get to that idea, if you don't know what that video is yet, I want to work my way up to where I thought, that video should be, and what that idea should be, as well as what Nintendo should be doing right now. So back in the day, everybody loved the GameCube, right? Everybody loves the GameCube in hindsight. But obviously, the GameCube, until the Wii U, was Nintendo's lowest selling console by a pretty good amount. I believe the N64 sold about 33 million or so, and the GameCube was 21 million, somewhere around there. And so Nintendo was trying to come up with things to make the GameCube sell more. They had some really cool magazines. I remember going to GameStop and Software, etc., and Electronics Boutique and whatnot, and finding all these cool magazines. Like, take one of these to show and what's coming to the GameCube, and I really like those. They were really well done little magazines and really nice pages, really good quality. I still have them. So yeah, they were just trying to show us what was coming, because not a lot of buzz was going around the GameCube. The Xbox had just, launched and took a little bit of thunder away from Nintendo, as well as the PlayStation 2 was just selling like crazy. So they had all the momentum and whatnot, and GameCube was kind of off in its quiet corner. Like I said, a lot of people loved it because it brought back a lot of third-party Nintendo didn't have coming off the N64, but still not quite what was going on with the other consoles. But anyway, so they came up with all these different ideas, and one idea, which was a hardware idea that they came up with to help the GameCube sell better, was the Game Boy player. Now, the Game Boy Advance and just Nintendo handhelds in general always do well, even when it looks like they were going to struggle, like the 3DS did. It rebounded, and I think it's a little bit under what Game Boy Advance sold, so still really good, especially in these times of smartphones and smart devices and stuff. But yeah, so they came up with the Game Boy player, which was a great idea. Play your Game Boy and your Game Boy Advance games on using your GameCube on the big screen. And it was just a really good idea. Everybody loved it. We snatched those things up when we can. I'm not sure how well it sold, but it was a really good thing to give to the fans. And it was a smart thing. I'm sure it helped the GameCube sell somewhat, because like I said, the Game Boy Advance was doing so well, and for the GameCube to come along and offer you a way to play your Game Boy Advance games on your TV, that was phenomenal. So there was all kind of integration as well with the Game Boy Advance on the GameCube, but that was a really cool one. So, like I said this up in my video. I did a couple years back, towards the end of the Wii U life cycle. I was thinking, why didn't they do something like that for Wii U? Because there's a lot of similarities with Wii U. Didn't quite get the third-party support that GameCube got, but there's some similarities with the Wii U as far as the marketing goes, and not really knowing the audience, and games not launching to help the sales of the console. That kind of stuff was happening on GameCube as well. So I was like, why don't they do that Game Boy player type thing with the Game Boy, or with the Nintendo Wii U? And it was like, well, now you have the gamepad right here. You have the gamepad, and this acts as your second screen, obviously. And your first screen would be your television screen, and you could do a DS player or a 3DS player, DS 3DS player for the Wii U. And like I said, that is one of my it is my most popular video currently right now. Over 100,000 views on it, and it was a no-brainer for them to do that. Just try that again. I'm sure it would have helped the Wii U sell some more. hey, all those people that love their 3DSs, all you guys that love the 3DS, but maybe you don't like the handheld game as much, you'd like to take some of those games and play them on your TV, like that would have been phenomenal, I think. I think it would have probably helped it sell another 4 to 5 million consoles. Not anything that would have saved the console per se, and that's probably why I got some dislikes, because that was, my clickbait title was "This could have saved the Wii U," and I was talking about a DS player. But yeah, like, that is something that they should have done for that, but they didn't do it. Made too much sense. Again, you had the second screen right here, good to go, just like your 3DS, your DS has, and you can it has a touch screen and all the good stuff. All the controls are right there, and they just did not do it. I don't know why, but here we are now with Nintendo Switch and VR and VR Labo. Now VR and VR Labo is already totally underused on the Switch as it is. I'm an advocate, a huge advocate for VR. And that's probably only because I have a third-party headset that I've shown you guys. I love it. It works way better than the cardboard headset. I mean, it's fine for little stuff that the cardboard games do, the VR Labo games, but you need something a little bit more substantial if you want to get serious about 3D. I think the Switch is a really good console to get serious about 3D. It's not going to be the best, nowhere near the best 3D or the best VR you're going to get on a console. It's the most practical. It's the cheapest because the console itself is the VR. I mean, it is the hardware you need. Obviously, you need a headset with the proper lenses and a goggle or whatever, but that's nothing. That's a $20 thing, tops. So the hardware is already there to do it. And obviously they already have games on the Switch that utilize VR. Breath of the Wild, you can play the entire game in VR if you want to. I don't recommend it, but you can do it. But I've done it for hours and it's been a lot of fun. And also, obviously they have the little segment in Super Mario Odyssey that you can play. I believe it's like that beach level where you can do some cool mini game type of stuff in that. But there's also the VR Labo games itself. There's a lot of people don't realize, and the VR Labo kit with the software comes with a bunch of little mini games and stuff that you can play VR in, and they're really fun. I have a lot of fun playing those. I mean, they're not the most deep and in-depth games, but they're still fun to play occasionally. And I've had fun doing that. I showed a tweet where my battery on my Switch was dead because I've been playing VR Labo for so long. But I just wish they would implement it more. There are games that could really utilize this feature. I don't think it takes too much to add VR to your game. All you're doing is doubling up the image. You're doing this kind of weird warping thing for each eye, and then boom, there you go. Your game's ready to go with VR. So they should do it. Now we got an upcoming game called Pokemon Snap, new Pokemon Snap, that is perfect for VR. Now, Nintendo has not mentioned VR or anything like that for this game, but it makes, again, so much sense. And if you haven't played the VR Labo, you guys probably don't understand how, I mean, it's very simple and it's very effective. I think it works really well. I think Nintendo should try to utilize this more. You have it right there. I hate when Nintendo does kind of these soft false starts and they don't go all the way. They kind of give it, here's a little something, here, try that for a few minutes, and then they don't even do anything else with it, and it's just really disheartening. They should do more of that kind of stuff. And so what I was thinking was because I was thinking this on the 3DS, and obviously the 3DS is pretty much dead. What about bringing back some of those Virtual Boy games that we never got to play? And obviously, the 3DS would have been the best place to do that. Would have made the most sense because, Virtual Boy games are handheld or smaller screen games, and it would have made the best sense to do that. But again, since the 3DS is dead, here's a cool thing you can implement again into the Switch and give us those long dead, deceased VR games for the Virtual Boy. Like, why don't they do that? It's a simple thing you could do. It's cool, and instead of just having the software be dead and gone forever, you can have the VR Labo allow us to play those Virtual Boy games and get that feel of it. Only getting the visuals. It's not like you're going to be looking around. You don't have to change anything in the game. All they have to do is implement the game for your Switch. All you're doing is looking at that screen. The screen is going to be displayed in 3D, obviously, using VR, and you just get that cool look. Now, obviously, there's issues with the Virtual Boy back in the day. If you look at it too long, it could strain your eyes. You know, the same thing that happens with the 3DS if you do that, or any kind of VR headset, actually. But so that's something they can easily get around. But they really need to do this. Bring us some, you know, again, it adds more uniqueness, coolness to the Switch that we don't have. And more uniqueness never hurts anything. So let me know what you guys think about my idea here. Do you think I got another great idea? Is this video also going to get hundreds of thousands of views or 100,000 views like my previous video with my great idea did? I don't know. Who knows? Let me know in the comments below what you think. Again, thank you guys for watching and listening. And now, see you next time. I hope you enjoyed my energy.